everyone, it's Mary, and today I'm sharing with you my TBR for the Autumn Readathon that is hosted by Mercedes over at Merce's Bookish Musings. I talked about her here countless times, but I'm going to leave a link to her channel down below and also to the video where she shares the prompts for the readathon. This is going to be my first readathon, so I am very excited. I really tried to stay clear of most of my appointments and such during the readathon, which is going to start on the 22nd of October and then it goes until the 28th. So it's a week long. I can do that, apart from work, of course, that I cannot ditch. I will try and at least fulfill the first 4 prompts that she gave. Then there are other 2 prompts, so we'll see if I get to them eventually. The first prompt is to read a gothic or spooky novel. So for this one, I'm kind of cheating because I have another novel that would fulfill this prompt, but I'm going to choose that one for another one. So yeah, I'm just going to... I don't even know if this is considered gothic that much or spooky. I don't think it's spooky, but it is Wuthering Heights by Emily Brontë, and I never read this book. I am so curious to check this one out because this is a Marmite book, as British people say. I love this expression. I'm going to use it all the time. I hate Marmite. So I hope I'm not going to offend any of you, but I tried it and I don't like it. But anyway, the opinion on this book is very much divided. I hear people giving 5 stars to it and people giving 1 star to it. So I honestly have no idea whether I will like this one or not, but I'm very curious to check out. And it really gives me quite autumnal vibes, but I don't know if this is considered actually really gothic. Oh, then we have Read, a non-fiction book that feels autumnal. So I'm classing this as nature writing or cold location travel writing memoir. Okay, this actually makes me think a little bit of summer more than autumn, but I think this will do because it talks about nature, so I think it counts. But it is Walden, or Life in Woods. I think this is the right title. I have this book in Italian. I had this book on my shelf since forever. I bought this when I was studying at university, and this is a very chunky one and dense one, but it is a non-fiction about the author Henry David Thoreau that decides to leave everything and basically starts living in the woods, and talks about nature and his relationship with nature. So I was on the verge of unhauling this book, but I guess now that I have this prompt, I will just give it a try and see whether I like it or not. I am 100% sure that I'm not going to finish this during, you know, the readathon week, but at least I'm going to try and start this one. Read, a novel set in a cold location. And for this one, I chose the Gustav Sonata by Tremain. I heard nothing but great things about this one. This is set in Switzerland and it talks about 2 boys growing up after the Second World War. The war has left some scars. I really don't want to know too much about this one. I know that it talks about music, of course, the Gustav Sonata, and of this friendship of these 2 boys. Gustav's father died, he meets Anton, and then the story unfolds from there. I was waiting for cold weather to pick this one up, so the time has come. Then we have Read, a historical fiction novel. And for this one, this is the my pick for, well, spooky gothic novel as well. It could be, but I chose this for historical fiction, and it is The Butcher's Hook by Ellis. And I am dying to read this book, guys. I waited until October/November to read this because I felt like it was the perfect time to get into this kind of book, and I bought this in the summer, so it was not the appropriate time for me to dive into this one. But again, I heard nothing but great things. I heard that it's very much gory and, well, not really spooky, but quite unsettling because it talks about this young girl that has to marry an older man and really doesn't want that. She wants to have it her way, and she falls in love with the butcher's boy. I don't know what she's going to go through to get what she wants, but I feel like she's going to be very determined. I really hope that I'm going to enjoy this novel. And then we have 2 bonus prompts The first is Read a Short Story Collection, and I don't know if I'm cheating again with this one, but I really wanted to read this before the end of the year, and it is Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls by Elena Favilli and Francesca Cavalli. These are two Italian authors, although this book, I have this book in Italian, by the way. It is exactly identical to the English version, but this book was originally written in English, although both of the authors are Italian, because they published this book through crowdfunding, and they were in the US. So this is a collection of stories, actually, so I think it counts, of women all around the world and from the past and the present, and just awesome women that did make history. So this is going to be very interesting. I think it's supposed to be for children, but I don't see why I shouldn't read this one. So it has beautiful illustrations. All the stories are a page long, and then you have the illustration, and every illustration is made by a different author, and they are just very beautiful. I think this is going to be a very quick one, so that's why I chose it for the readathon, and also I really want to get to this one. And then the last bonus prompt is to read an adult novel about a young female protagonist, and I don't know if this one that I chose really fulfills this requirement, but I chose to read Little Nothing by Marisa Silver. And this one I got in one of the Mothbox subscription box, also run by Mercedes over Mercedes Bookish Musings, so I thought it was a perfect time to pick up this book that she really enjoyed and that she recommends. This talks about a peasant couple that cannot have children, and they try everything to actually be able to have children. So it says they turn to gypsy tonics, archaic prescriptions, and one cold wintry night the couple's wish comes true. But Pavla, who is the protagonist of the book, is not an ordinary child. She is different. So it talks about her life, and apparently from the blurb she meets Danilo, who sees beauty where others see ugliness, and who is obsessed only with protecting Pavla. I'm very excited to get to this one, and I hope that I can make it with this readathon, but I am very excited to be participating, so hopefully I will be able to get to this one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know if you read any of the books that I mentioned, as always, and if you are participating in the readathon, please share with me the books that you chose, and we can chat about them in the comments. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!